This is my in-home or in-home portable camp slash beach shower with pump and 2 batteries, demo and review. Here you have the shower head, the pump, and one of the batteries which I had charged up ahead of time as suggested by the instructions before you first use it. Also, make sure that you install a gasket before screwing the shower head onto the hose. They give you a few extra gaskets in the box. So when you screw the shower head all the way down, it kind of leaves this gap, so the fit and finish isn't so great. We'll see maybe if I didn't tighten it down enough and it leaks or not. Okay, here you insert the hose end into the pump and push down over the little fatter part here so it makes a good seal and doesn't leak. And then the battery cable is keyed, so you want to plug it in just so. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I haven't even practiced. Here's like another view, close up, how you can see how like these tabs are sideways to the way you put it in. Okay, then I'll clip the pump onto the hose here and drop the pump part into this old litter bucket I've filled with water. Guess it's full of air, so it doesn't want to sink down right away. One thing I forgot to mention is there should be a black sediment filter pre-installed in the pump. You can easily pop the cover off like so. And if it's not there, they also give you some spares in the box as well. Let's start with seeing how fast the flow rate is on the regular shower. And don't be making fun of my old shower. I know it needs to be redone and it's hideous. Okay, I'm going to use this Blendtec container to spray into. And when it comes up to about here on the top, that'll be a half a gallon. So we'll do a little math to determine the gallon per minute per flow rate. I'll get my little stopwatch ready. And go. And stop. So that was half a gallon in about 15 seconds, or do the math, 2 gallons per minute, which I think sounds about right. Now the in-home shower is rated for 0.9 gallons or 3.5 liters per minute. Let's see what it really puts out. Okay, so let's get the timer going. So about 23-25 seconds for half a gallon. So over a gallon a minute, and that's more than it advertises. That's pretty impressive for such a small little pump and a battery that weighs next to nothing. The on-off button is on the battery, which is why you want to hook it up somewhere on the hose where you can get at it easily, which is really nice with this battery. You have to press and hold it for a few seconds for it to come on, but you just press it really quick to turn it off. And because this does flow so quickly, you need a really big bucket to wash a big old car like this, obviously. But even with a shower, you're out camping, you're at the beach, you're gonna have to probably take showers like I do, where you turn the water off when you're sudsing up so you don't run out of water too quick, unless you're going to have like a huge gigantic container of water or way to refill it. The suction cup works really good on the glass of your car too. I didn't bring out the hook version, otherwise I could hook it up here on the fence or something, because I'm just going to be actually washing a car part that is filthy. One final thing is it recommends to top off the battery each time after you're done with it for the day to keep the battery last as long as possible. Here's how it looks fully charged with a solid light. And here's charging status with it flashing. It doesn't really seem to take all that long to get to fully charged. Maybe a few minutes to an hour or so, depending on how long you've used it. It does say that you don't want to overcharge it, so don't leave it charging overnight, as it doesn't apparently have that circuit built in. And I've also read some reviews of people complaining about the batteries not working after the first use, and this could be why, that they might have left it plugged in overnight and ruined the battery. That would be one tip I would recommend the manufacturer to address. I don't think those circuits are very expensive to incorporate into the design, so you don't have to worry about overcharging the battery. So to summarize, this shower definitely exceeded my expectations, and I'll be finding this great to use for camping or more likely at the beach, and for even just being able to wash something off where you don't have access to water. Another scenario where this would be a godsend is in an off-grid or grid-off situation where, like you're dealing with a natural disaster, a hurricane, earthquake, or whatever, and, you'd just like to be able to take a nice shower. Now, I put a link into the description below if you'd like to order one, and I'll maybe get a teeny little commission if you do. So appreciate you watching my review. Please like, subscribe, and share if you found it worthy.